Hey guys, it's John. Welcome back to another live stream on another snow weekend. And I hope you guys are having a great day. I am doing another Q&A because I am here to answer your questions. Now, if you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. If you miss any videos, click on notification bell and give me a thumbs up if you love this live stream. You can comment down below if you guys want to see new videos. So, let's get to this live stream started. Now, as you guys have already seen an hour ago, that I just posted a shorts, and you guys seen where a lot of snow going on. Yeah, I just made 1,000 views on that, and even 8 likes. Now, as you guys don't know, I do work at Pizza Hut, and one of the most jobs I work there is like I go inside and I do a lot of food prepping. Even I had to like clean, do chores around, and even I had to do is like I got to cut pizzas, do a lot of orders, and even I do one of the best things I always do is like when people had to pick up their orders for carryout, not just in the front counter, we also have like a drive through because sometimes when people had to be in a hurry, they go into the window, we check what kind of their names and what their orders, and we get everything. And even most of the times I do get a lot of tips, even like depending on how much money they make. Even like I get some good tips, bad tips, and everything. Now, if you guys don't know, I just made like the first biggest tip I ever had today is $14. Yes. And for today, I just made after doing so many carryouts today because like people don't go out a lot because of this bad weather, and we were gonna do deliveries, but because of this weather, we can't do it because they're gonna start closing a lot of freeways and everything. But I did make a lot of money so far, getting so many tips from all the customers and a lot of people who have been very generous to us. And I do get a lot like sometimes like when we're so busy, and we always do our lobby because we have a diner inside because I always serve people. But sometimes like when they don't want to go because right now we couldn't serve people because it's kind of hard to do. Hold on, give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Okay. Hello. All right, you guys. I am back, and we got Gadgetales. Hello, Gadgetales. Welcome to my live stream. And I know it is. I know it's not even Sunday, but I've already explained to you guys on my post. Now, if you guys don't know where I was, I mean, like, I just got a call from my parents because like I just told them I just got home from work. And if you don't know, I mean, like I was at work, and even like since I've only started 12 p.m., but then and then we had to close early because due to the bad storm going on. So I helped them out, had to clean everything up, making sure nobody orders anything, and that's how it is. And like I said earlier, yeah, most of the time what I would do at work is like I once I start, I had to do a lot of preparing, like prepping a lot of food and everything. Even like anybody who orders a lot of pizzas, I had to make sure everybody gets their orders, know who their names are. When it comes to carry out, delivery, and sometimes when anybody wants to dine in, that we always have a dine in. We always take the pizza to to their table, and then after that, they get to pay on the register. And that's what I always do. I go on the register on the lobby and in the drive-through. Sometimes when we get busy that moment, I mean, the most tips I always get, I mean, because right now, the biggest tip I ever got this year is $14. But even after working all other carryouts and doing a lot of work getting all the orders delivered, or even getting all the orders done and given to the carryout guys, it's really good. And now I made a final total after hard work and determination. I made my final total of $23. And it was kind of crazy too. I mean, like making a lot of money at Pizza Hut can be good, but you have to work very hard to earn it. I mean, it is crazy. And I got like $23 and 34 cents. And I always do with the money. I mean, like, yeah, this is the money that I got from all the tips from last night. And it is very good, but it's important for all of you guys to work very hard when it comes to good attitude and good things. And here's something else that I also got. One thing is like while we were busy, while we were like still trying to get everything ready and still working, I've seen one of those guys, and they work for the Genesis dealership next door. And he gave me a business card, and he wants to help me out when it comes to like a lot of stuff. Like we had a lot of work going on at our store because something to do with our labor schedules and our pays and everything. But one thing he told me, he will give me a chance to give me a job during weekends, doing like a lot of good business and everything. And even like I had to be very respectful to everybody to show what it is with Genesis. Now, I don't know much about Genesis. I mean, I have seen a lot of commercials, and they're like different cars. I want to show you guys what it is. Let me show you. Says Genesis and Mesquite. Yeah, it's one of those car dealerships. Oh, sorry guys. I mean, I just heard something. Oh yeah, it's just my phone. Yeah, if you guys don't know, like a few minutes ago, since you guys didn't see me because I was just like talking to my parents, I was just telling them what's going on and everything. And here's some bad news, you guys. The bad news is that I was supposed to go to work on Monday, but the bad news is there's going to be very bad storm tomorrow and Monday, and it's going to be very crazy, and it gets worse so much. And I'm gonna miss so much. I mean, it's really crazy about missing a day of work. It's very complicated. And I didn't want to be out there because I just wanted to have a good time, be with all my colleagues and everything. But here's another thing: like it was snowing earlier while I'm still working inside the store, and my car just got full of snow and everything. But I'm glad one of my colleagues helped me out get all that snow out, and even I had to turn on the heater on my to get the windshield very clean and everything. And that's how it is. I mean, my colleagues was very nice to me, and they helped me out. And it was a very good experience so far. And I really need to get one of those things to clean my windshield so far. So yeah, I got all this money already. And I mean, it is kind of crazy. Like everybody wants to save money when it comes to so much with tips and everything. Now, another thing that everybody has to know is always be responsible with money. Just like if you guys don't remember on my pros and cons video, where I talked to you guys about winning the lottery, and then there's a lot of things guys should know about being responsible of winning the lottery and what you spend with the money. And it's important to know it's like don't spend on like a lot of like luxury stuff like Lamborghinis, Rolls Royce, Ferraris, Bugattis. Don't spend money on like those mansions that's worth a lot of money. I mean, you don't want to do that. And especially buying designer brands, they cost a lot. Like Gucci, like Giorgio Armani, or any other design brands you guys name of, because that costs you guys a lot of money, and then you would go into debts too. And then even you got to be very careful when it comes to like investing on the stock market. I mean, sometimes it would be good, but sometimes there's a lot saying that it would be bad if you don't be responsible of how you manage and everything. And even one thing, you can't tell anybody about you won the money because they might they might find you and they might take advantage from you, like ruin your life or steal from you, because that would be a lot. I mean, I've seen a lot of like the series of like the lottery changed my life series on TLC. Always tell about the stories about how people manage the money, and even they've been victims of like anybody who trying to steal money from them. And there's like a lot that everybody has to do is always think about taxes and stuff, because it is a lot of money with taxes when it comes to a lot of like responsibilities and stuff. So I'm still trying to wait for more people who wants to join my live stream. I mean, it's kind of complicated and I know it is kind of late, and it's still kind of early. What I'm trying to do is trying to get everything under control. So I've already sent you guys was the was a reminder on my post so that you guys get to see it, because I just already posted, because I've been so busy and I've been so working up trying to figure out some ideas and everything. And you guys are also voted on my post about the Super Smash Bros ships, because I choose like a lot of Super Smash Bros. I mean, I played Super Smash Bros since my childhood. I mean, my brother and I always fight around to know who be's the best and everything. Now, the one game, like one of the Super Smash Bros. We don't have, and we don't have one console, was the GameCube, because it is worth a lot of money and everything. And even it's going to be complicated to play it. And even we don't have like those discs at all. Even I get to watch like so many players. I get to see so many gamers who plays the game and everything. And I mean, the first time I ever seen that game before, that was like a very long time ago when we were visiting some friends or some family members who lived somewhere in the desert in outside of California. And it was kind of fun and everything. But then now I don't know where they are right now. I mean, like it's been a very long time, and it is kind of crazy too. Now I'm still trying to wait for anybody, so I'll just wait if anybody shows up. So, Gotcha Tales, do you have any questions today? Feel free to ask me questions. Man, there's nobody else here. It's kind of feel very quiet today. People coming here. I mean, either you guys are just still very busy, or maybe you guys were just doing important stuff. I mean, it's kind of crazy. I mean, like, there's not a lot to do, and because of this cold weather, and I'm just praying it doesn't lose a lot of power and stuff. And I'm just like trying to get some miracles or something. So yeah, I mean, like, even like I got $23 because like this is like $1 of quarters that I got, and I got like two $5, but the rest I got is like $12 in ones. And then most of you always seen those ones. Like if you guys ever seen like a lot of like of those vending business, like I've seen Galaxy Games 843. I haven't seen some of the other guys who also watch a lot of shows and everything. So I'm just trying to wait for more people, and I'm just like trying some fine, very good, entertaining stuff so I can entertain myself, and even trying to lose a lot of weight. It's really complicated. Life is so hard when it comes to very hard things to do. And the worst part is I have to go to church, and I can't go there in this bad weather. I don't want my car to have some troubles too, because it's complicated for anybody who ever drives a car. And there's not a lot of people today. I don't see a lot of people today, so I'm gonna try finding some other guys who really wants to join. All right, guys. So I'm just so do. I mean, now Gotcha Tales. I know it's not even Sunday, but But I've already explained to you guys from last time. I'm gonna be doing live. I've already did a live stream yesterday. I said I'm gonna do live tonight and tomorrow. And I know it is gonna be kind of cold and going through a lot of stuff. And even here's another thing, you guys, that next week is going to be my birthday. So next Sunday is going to be my birthday special, so that all of you guys can give me a lot of support and everything. So that I'm going to be turning 28 next week. You guys can stick around for a birthday special next Sunday. And I really am very exhausted because I just got home after I had to help my colleagues close the store early because, like I said before, because of this bad weather and everything. But I did earn some very good money too. And even like everybody always say, like, I'm still trying to play the lottery and everything. And I wish I would do it again, but because of this bad weather, there's no way I'll be able to do that. And I was supposed to do is like I was supposed to go fill up oil Thursday, but because they were out of oil, it's going to be impossible. So the only place I can go to is the Genesis of Miss Genesis dealership because it was next door to where I work, and they gave me a business card earlier because like they just told me that they can help me out and everything. And even it will give me it will save me money too and save me some time. Only when I'm not so busy right now. Oh man. You guys hear that? It's gonna get worse. It is snowing right now. Oh, hello, C Media. Welcome to the live stream. If you guys know C Media, he has a channel too, and he's live. If you guys want to see him, so C Media, what kind of questions do you have today? And like I said, if you guys see my title, Snow Day, all about it. I made a live stream dealing with Minty Bryson. Oh yeah, I just saw like a little bit of your thumbnail already. Yeah, I mean, who exactly is Minty at all? And most of all, I was still watching No Questions Asked. Okay, now if you have any more questions, try to make something of it. It's you can make a lot of questions, something to do with like the snow or something to do with like all the ships that I made. I mean, like I got like so many requests, and I got 643 subscribers. I'm still trying to get to 1,000, and like I said, C Media. You can share with everybody of my channel because I'm trying to get all the way to 1,000, and I'll have to work my way up to get to 100,000 subscribers because it is a very crazy crazy work. But if I work so hard, I'll be successful, and I'll start working on getting myself into the top because that's like everybody wants to get to the top too. I mean, like everybody wants to do is like they work into basics and then they want to get all the way up, be professional, be successful. Just like I always seen like a lot of people always want to get promoted when it comes to like different entry levels they work at. And even like I always seen like a lot of shows like I've seen on The Simpsons about how Homer started to work. I mean, like people were always asking how he got the job. He just went there and just get the job. Just kind of crazy. Like everybody always get the job when they got masters, bachelors, and other type of degrees, and that's how it is. And Minty Bryson was some kind of 15-year-old teenager that Gotcha Tell 800 really hates. Used to be good friends before sometime after April 20th, 2024. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I understand that. I mean, like I said, I mean, it's only been like the last few years since I was gone from YouTube. And then last year, before coming back to work, I decided to get myself back on YouTube again, doing normal work to do like perfect ones, no social media and everything. I just got to do is just go like going back to basics and get everything under control. But anyway, I was just trying to tell like everybody because like there's like a huge snowstorm going on because I'm just hearing a lot of like weird sounds because like it's a lot of snowflakes and everything. And I've been dealing with so much snow today. I mean, like I said earlier, because like I just went to work and everything was okay because like the only thing is that like there's not a lot of people going to Pizza Hut because like everybody doesn't want to go out or others want to get the stuff before they get home. And I got some very good tips working there. And I only got one question. How did the school closures happen if the temperature hit less than negative 30 Celsius? Well, I mean, it only depends like where the meteorologist always trying to confirm if it's safe or not. I mean, like I just got an email for my job and they say that Monday will be closed because due to bad weather. So, like I said earlier, because I work for the school district, I've only been working there for a year since I first started there in the beginning last year. Does it really cause a snowstorm or blizzard? Yeah, it's true. I mean, because of traffic and everything, it's going to be too risky to go to school or even go to work because of all these road closures or because of like we had so many accidents. I mean, I've already experienced that in the last 5 years when I experienced all that snow. I mean, like I remember 5 years ago we had a trouble with like we lost power in Texas because like we and then like I had to spend like 24 hours with no power and everything. It was kind of like a very crazy situation going on. And even like I didn't have like no electricity to see, no TV and no and even like if I'm gonna have to turn on the oven, I can only use like one of those lighters and then use the gas so I can turn it on. But it's gonna be a huge risk, and I didn't want to get myself burned. And I always had to use it like when I had to to boil some hot water, and even like even either if I'm gonna go get some food and everything, and even like it's too risky, it's too dangerous to I have stayed home at school for 2 days after Gotchatel's 800's birthday because when I woke up at Thursday, I have saw that weather on my area hit less than 30 degrees Celsius. Oh yeah, that's true. I mean, like now I've never been to Canada, but if you don't know, is that like my brother had gone to Canada for the first time, and the reason why he went there because he went to spend his first honeymoon with his wife. Now, I recognize his wife because, like, he told me about, like, I've heard this story over and over again. Like, he met his wife when they were freshman years in high school back in 2009. Because in 2009, I was still in elementary school because I was in the fifth grade, and then they started to become friends and everything. And even like when after I finished middle school and before I started high school, I started to meet his wife, and she was very nice and everything, and they all get along like with video games and everything. I started like video games too, and even like when they started college, and even sometimes like they always have a situation with their relationship, and it's kind of crazy too. And even after that, they I started getting along with her as like it's like a sister that I never had before too. And even like he even got engaged. He proposed to her. That was like 8 years ago in 2017 when he was still working with some of the medical centers because he was still an executive chef working at one of the hospitals. I mean, working at a hospital is kind of like very busy and very tiring too because I was telling myself I wanted to be a doctor, but I when I see my reflection, yeah, I wouldn't work there because it would be too tiring, too exhausted, and sometimes a lot of doctors don't have the time to do a lot of stuff that they do, and even sometimes they pass out because they overwork themselves a lot when it comes to helping patients and even doing surgeries and other important stuff when it comes to working in the medical field. But everybody has to understand it all takes sacrifices at all. And Naomi remember like they got married like in 2022 because since they had their first child, that's like my niece at that year, and then 3 years later, they had their wedding on Valentine's Day, and that's how like everybody say that Valentine's Day is the time to get married or have a good time with with the people you love, and that's how it is. And that's like I missed a day of work, and I requested them that it's going to be my brother's special day. And even I had some family members who are coming from out of town to go see my brother's special day, and it was a very good one. And even my dad got them another home, another house. I mean, like my dad always be very kind to me and my brothers for a long time, and even like the first time like he helped my brother and his wife get a house, that was like 7 years ago, and that was like in 2018. And after living in an apartment for only like half a year, they decided to move into a house to be better with good space, and that's where they got a house. It was like a one-story house, and it was kind of good and everything. But then after years living there, they decided to expand with more room and everything, and that's how my dad found a good house to stay in. And they it was like it was closer to us because I live only 5 minutes away from his house. I mean, by car, but not by walk. And it was great, and I helped him move to his new house. It was a lot of work when we had to do like a lot of interior, exterior, and sometimes we had to do a lot of plumbing issues, a lot of inspection, and it was a lot of work. And that's how my brother got his new house. Well, it was when my dad gave him the house. I mean, that's like the second time giving them a house. I mean, like I do remember like my dad helped my oldest brother find him a house for him and his wife. I mean, they've been together for the last 10 years, and it's been like miracle. And they have two daughters, and they really want to get very busy. And even he helped his wife open her own business of like beauty salon because she became a cosmetologist. And cosmetologist is like where a lot of people would become good with the hair designs. Just like how it is, like everybody wants to learn about their hair and everything. And even sometimes if anybody wants to use a wig when it comes to like very good beauty and fashion and everything, and I really understand about that. I mean, people really wants to have a good hairstyle. Yeah, I mean, like last week I just already cut my hair because like it was getting too long and everything. And that's how I cut my hair. So anyway, yeah, I'm just trying to work very hard, and yeah, it is very snowy too. And I wanted to show you guys tonight, but it is kind of getting late too. All right, so I only got 15 minutes until the live stream is over, so I'll just do is like do a little bit of more responsibilities. Let me go check. Give me 1 second. All right, I'm back. Yeah, there's so much snow around my driveway. And let me tell you, it's crazy. I mean, I've seen so much snow around my driveway. I just hope that no car hits my car or any of my parents' cars because this is very crazy too. And anybody who really experienced that, it would be very possible for anybody to discover this land of wonder. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. How long you'll be streaming? I mean, I've only done I mean, I just started it like 45 minutes ago, and I'm about to finish in 15 minutes before the live stream, okay? All right, let me just put it. All right, yeah, I'm gonna have 15 minutes until the live stream is over. I mean, like, it is kind of getting late and everything because I got to do a lot of stuff around the house, and then I got to do just check on other stuff. I mean, like, I already did laundry last night. I did a lot of cleaning around the house. I mean, I've already did like cleaning the bathrooms, vacuuming. Do you watch Harry Potter? No. I haven't watched that movie and I haven't read the book, but my brother did. I mean, like, I haven't even watched Harry Potter. I'm not into that. I mean, I've only seen like other books that I have read and watched. I've only heard about the Twilight Saga series, and I've also read was like one of the most like fancy, and this book that I would not recommend you guys to read is 50 Shades. I mean, I've already like understand how it is when it comes to like so much drama and love and that sorts of stuff. But it's important for everybody to know like there's like so many book series that everybody wants to read and everything. And I'm still trying to write my book. I'm still trying to find some ideas of what I'm doing. I mean, most of my chapters I always had to be very honest. Sometimes when it's good, sometimes when it's not so bad. Even I'm having like a life of roller coaster. I mean, everybody always had that experience. Do you listen to Zayn? Yeah, I think I kind of heard one of his songs. Let me see. Let me take a look. Zayn. I mean, it's kind of complicated for anybody who listened to this song. Let's see. Zayn. Let's see what kind of songs I've listened to because I don't recall any other songs that I've listened. Oh, yeah. I've listened to one I Want to Live Forever with Taylor Swift. That's the only song I listened to, and that's a good song. Yeah. The only song I really enjoyed is I Don't Want to Live Forever by 50 Shades Darker featuring Taylor Swift. And believe me, Pillow Talk is good, tall. All right, I'll listen to that after the live stream. And like I said before, I can't just put copyright songs because like I don't want to have a strike or anything. Dusk Till Dawn was good also. Oh yeah, by Sia. I mean, Sia is one of my best artists so far. I mean, I really enjoyed Sia because she is a very good icon. I mean, the first time I ever listened to her is where she was featured with Flo Rida, Wild Ones, and but the best one I liked was called the Titanium. And then I really like when she sang Cheap Thrills, Chandelier. But I think I like the best one, and she was from the movie Milo Pony movie. The best song was Rainbow. I've listened to this song over and over again. Do you like Harry Styles? Uh, kinda. Yeah, I think I kind of listened to it, but I don't know much about him. I mean, I only know only the artists that I do know. Now let's see. I don't know any songs from Harry Styles. I mean, to be honest, there's not a lot. I mean, I don't listen a lot of artists that I know of, but I only listen to the ones like sometimes they're old or new or even some rookie ones. It's kind of good. Oh, the only song I listened to Harry Styles, Watermelon Sugar. And then people were asking, "Do you listen to Justin Timberlake?" Oh yes, I've listened to it a lot. I mean, I like this, like some of the songs I really like, and even he also was in the movie Trolls because the best songs I really like from him and even from the movie Trolls. One I like is Crimea River, and I really like was 4 minutes with Madonna. And but the best one I like is called My Love. And and even from Trolls, the best song I really like when he was featured with Anna Kendricks is True Colors, because that was like a very good romance and good acoustic beat because I really enjoyed it because that was like the best song so far from Trolls, and I really like it. And I really enjoyed when he was on Super Bowl performance because that was like the best one so far. But the best Super Bowl performance I really like is Rihanna. I mean, Rihanna is the best, and I've been listening to her over and over again since childhood from Umbrella, Girl in the World, Unfaithful, Take Care featuring Drake. And I just listened to one of the new songs from last year when she played as Smurfette from the Smurfs was Anyone. And I really enjoy where she sings work, 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 work. Send me on the work, 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 work. And I really like when she sings All of the Lights. That was the best one, but I liked was Under My Umbrella. And I really like was The Diamonds because like that was like best song so far. And I really liked where she performed from the Super Bowl in Glendale, Arizona, because that was the best Super Bowl that I ever watched so far. Because that was the best one, and even like the Chiefs finally beat Philly on that game. But now Philly and Chiefs will not be playing because Chiefs have already ended their season so badly, and Philly have already been eliminated, beaten by San Francisco. So tomorrow is the semifinals, and only two teams, one from the AFC and the other one's why every Smurfette actress are singers. Well, it is kind of crazy. I mean, that's one question. And then the one thing I didn't notice when I saw the live action of Smurfs, one thing I didn't even notice who played Smurfs. It was Katy Perry because I didn't even notice it was her. Because when I was trying to listen to it, I thought it was going to be like some other actress or someone, but it's not. It was Katy Perry. I searched on Google search, and it was really hard. And then that's how it is. And then when I saw the promo of the new Smurfs last year, now I understand because I really like when Rihanna be Smurfette, and I really like with good image and good communication because that was the best one so far. And even like I got myself was a poster, but I gave that to my niece because she really likes all about cartoons and everything. Demi Lovato voices in The Lost Village. Ah, man, that's one thing I didn't know. I didn't notice Demi Lovato was on The Lost Village because it's really hard for me to guess whose voice it is. I mean, there's like other voices. I mean, I do know that Rihanna, she played as Tip from the movie Home. If you guys don't remember that movie, that was like where these alien characters where Jim Parson from The Big Bang Theory played as O comes to Earth, and then people were still mad at him, or even like they don't like him because of like a lot of mistakes and stuff. But now, like since Tip knows him, that's how like they started to get along, and that's how Rihanna played. Yep, I know Home 2015. Oh yeah, I know that. And even I did see the series on Netflix called Home Adventures with Tip and O, but they use like different act different actors because it is kind of crazy. I mean, like when there's like a series, they always use different actors. Just like when the first time I ever watched was like it was called like they made a series of Stuart Little. I always seen like Michael J. Fox who played as Stuart and Hugh Laurie as Mr. Little. I mean, Hugh Laurie was still in that series of Stuart Little, while he still works with all three movies of Stuart Little. I mean, like the first Stuart Little movie was kind of okay, but the second one was always the best. I mean, like I really enjoy where Stuart gets to meet Markolo and goes on an adventures all through New York. I mean, I really want to go to New York, but like I said, I mean, only to make sure only in the summer I can go to New York because like right now it's too cold to go there, and they just cancel a lot of flights because like people wanted to go home or people had to go to a lot of important business trips. It's too risky to go travel with these bad conditions and stuff. So it is kind of crazy, but if anybody who really likes to see it, that's hard to believe it. But I really like the best are from the Disney movie Zootopia, the best singer I ever seen, who's Colombiana, Shakira. I've listened to Shakira since childhood. La Tortuga, Hips Don't Lie, and I like Waka Waka, La La La. And now I really like were two songs where she played as Gazelle from Zootopia. One was Try Everything, a very good smooth one, but the best one so far of this year was Zoo. I've been listening to that song over and over again. That was the best song so far from Zootopia 2, and that was the best movie so far. I mean, I really enjoyed some very good movies that everybody really wants to see. And coming up this year, you guys will see some of the other other Disney movie that I really get to enjoy since childhood is Toy Story. Toy Story 5. Now, another thing that all of you guys don't know, because like, what do I think about all the other four movies? I mean, like the first movie was kind of confusing and kind of like good adventure. It was kind of crazy. All right, so long, John. Are you streaming tomorrow? Yes, yes, Gotcha Tales. I still have to do it tomorrow. Yeah, but I gotta make sure I don't lose power because if I lose power, that's gonna be very hard. So cross your fingers. I'm trying to make sure I don't lose any power because I've already experienced that like 5 years ago because like we lost power because due to snowstorm and a lot of electric technology and everything. Because if it happens, I'll have to postpone for any type of reason. But if I have it, I'll get it. So I'll give you that reminder soon, Gadget Tales, okay? And you have a great day and I'll see you tomorrow. All right. So let's do some one last let me just finish up about Toy Story and then we'll finish the live stream, all right? So as I was saying, so the first movie was kind of okay. I mean, like where Buzz didn't even notice about how it is, like when he's already a toy, and like where Woody tells him all everything, and even Woody was kind of jealous every time, like where Andy started to enjoy Buzz, and then after that, all the toys were getting so mad at Woody because they say like Buzz is always the best one so far, and then they were taken to the Pizza Planet, and that's where Buzz and Woody were abandoned and they had to find a way to get back with Andy, but then they were taken by Sid, and then Sid was trying to do is trying to destroy his toys, like his own toys, and turn it really craziness, and he was like out of control for some reason. And even after that, and then like where Buzz gets to know what's going on, and then he sees like he's an actual toy, and then he hurt his arm and everything, and then when it was raining, it was still night, and then Woody and Buzz always trying to talk and understand what's going on. And even after that, Woody help Buzz to get him out of here. And then after that, they finally stop Sid because Woody used his like his string and then try to show him a lesson. And then he finally scared Sid out and they started to get through the moving truck, but they were being chased by Sid's dog, and then Buzz saved Woody, and then Woody gets one of the controlled toy car to help rescue Buzz, and they're trying to get to the truck, but then was out of battery. But then the one thing they noticed, they have the rocket, and then they use like this type of this sun ray that can use it to do that. But the one thing that Woody got through, he recognized that the rocket can explode, and then Wood and then Buzz used his wings and got out of the rocket, and they fly all the way to the van, and that's where Andy is surprised to get his toys. And even like on the second movie, I started to like it better because like it's like where Woody got his arm little ripped, but then he was captured by Al, who owns a toy barn, and the reason why he wanted Woody because he wants to complete the collection of Woody's Roundup and take all of not just Woody but some of these other characters, Jessie the cowgirl, Bullseye, Bullseye the horse, and then Sticky Pete the prospector, all the way to Japan to make a good fortune, but that's not very good. I mean, he wants to be with his own to be with Andy, and even with all the situation and everything, and then they really recognize that it wasn't Jesse turning on the TV; it was just Stinky Pete's because he was trying to do. He doesn't want any of them leaving because he wants to be part of the collection and he's saying that children destroyed toys and ruined, forgotten. But then when Buzz and the gang saved Woody and stopped Stinky Pete, they had to show him the true meaning of playtime, and Stinky Pete got himself with a Barbie with one of those other families. And after that, And one thing is that like Woody has to save Jesse and got out of the plane and returned safe from home, and they finally got. And then Andy was surprised that he got new toys, and not just Jesse and Bullseye. They even got the three aliens from the Pizza Planet, but it was actually from one of those pizza trucks, pizza cars that they were taking, and then that's where everything goes around. And even on the third movie, very good and interesting about like after when Andy goes to college and it didn't turn out for Woody, but then he really understands who to give him and the gang. It was Bonnie. And then on the fourth one, Woody feels like the alone toy and everything. But then after saving Gabby and helping Gabby find a better owner, and everything turned out very good. And then when I saw the fifth movie preview, they're always gonna say maybe Bonnie's gonna have a new toy, but it's gonna be like one of those smartphones or even one of those tablets for all the kids to play. So we'll find out that. All right, guys. Our live stream is over, and that's it for today. And if you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And if you miss any videos, click on notification bell and give me a thumbs up if you love this live stream. And comment down below if you guys want to see new videos. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for this one last snow day live stream. And I hope you guys stay safe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.